Okay. Oh my gosh. What a morning. Thank you. So, could you hear me even though you couldn't see the picture? It wasn't showing anything. All right, I'm going to try. I'm going to try again. So, this is Nancy Rebecca. This is our monthly talk on the Blue Light Movement page as well as live on YouTube. So hopefully you all are finding me. And please, if you are on YouTube Live, it would be great if you could pop on because I completely had to shift out one link and create a brand new link. So hopefully you can find me. Yeah, lots of glitches happening, and things have been pretty smooth most of the week, but wow, it really, yes, Rebecca, thank you so much. I am back. So it was quite interesting. Anyway, I'll just say my name is Nancy Rebecca, and I am Intuitive Mind with Nancy Rebecca if you are on YouTube, and then I'm on the Blue Light Movement page if you are on Facebook. So, I'm tuning in here from Tacoma, Washington. It's kind of a gray day here, but not too terribly cold. And so, yeah, I don't know what happened. I went to kind of open it up, and I saw this. I went live. This big exclamation point that said something's wrong. So I had to go back out and create a whole new link. So it doesn't really matter. So it's like, phew, it scared me. Yeah. It's like, well, I think this is what we can plan for, right? The glitches, we roll with the glitches and we make the best of it. So you all are coming on. So today I'm talking about the blue light body surges. Today's date is March 25th, the year 2023. And if you've all kind of been tracking just what's been happening in astrology and the frequencies and the predictions, the whole big conversation has been all about Pluto moving from Capricorn into Aquarius. So that's super exciting. It's going to kind of move back and forth through Capricorn and Aquarius until 2024, where it will move into Aquarius and stay there for the next 20 years. So it's a big deal. And so you can go back and watch some of the videos, or you can just do a search with astrologers and just hear what everyone is saying. So welcome all blue light followers. I know I've got some brand new people on today, as well as those who've been following me since the beginning of the blue light movement. So just for those of you who do not know who I am, I'm Nancy Rebecca. I am a registered nurse, but I've been working as a clairvoyant psychic and medium and healer for 25 plus years now. My main focus now is that I teach intuitive psychic development. And I've got 3 full year programs, so you can get more information about that later. But it was interesting. So I tuned into the blue celestial beings of light just to kind of describe, when they come, they're quite a presence. It's not this heavy pressure of a presence. It would be like if you're up in the mountains, that nice, crisp, clean air. That's what it feels like. But it also has this sound to it. The blue beings of light have a sound to them. And the sound is very much like whales or dolphins, or as I could imagine, mermaids kind of expressing that sound. And then the color is blue, and then there's this sense of knowing, if I was to go through all my intuitive senses, that they are here in a very beloved way to assist us here on the earth. So when I was talking to them this week, they said, Nancy, for 3 years, you've been, talking about, the galactic aspects and the planetary aspects of the Sirians and the Pleiadians and the Arcturians and Lyrans, all the different types of star beings. I've talked about how in our own ancestral lineage that we have our ancestors, some of our ancestors came from the stars. In many indigenous cultures, they will all say that their ancestors are from above, that came here to earth, millions and millions of years ago, I suppose. So, and as you've been following, it seems like the pyramids of the world are getting highly activated as these blue streams of light are coming in. I've really been kind of watching what's happening at a planetary level with my clairvoyant sight. And it is almost like there's many different types of pyramids. You've heard me talk about that, but they're becoming highly active. However, over the past few weeks, I've noticed these swirls that I haven't noticed before. It reminds me of Van Gogh's painting Starry Night. So if you're not familiar with the painting, you can go ahead and put that in your Google or whatever search engine you use, and you can look it up. And so those kind of different swirls of blue in the sky is what I'm seeing completely around the Earth. It's like in the first 20 miles of the Earth's atmosphere. So it's very close. There is a softness to this energy that is this blue energy that is swirling around. So sorry about those on Facebook and YouTube that had a frustrating time finding me. The link just kind of broke and I had to totally back out, come back in with a new link. So thank you very much for being persistent and determined, because that's what we really need in the years coming up, is to remain focused on the path before us, determined to not lose that focus. And yeah, when things seem to be glitchy and falling apart, it's like, I'm not going to go down that easy. I'm going to just keep going. So good for you, for those who were able to find me. So I'm seeing these really soft swirls of blue. They're really being soaked into the earth at this time. Over the past few years, where I would see surges, I'd see a lot of black, that the blue would be coming in and dissolving this old black karmic kind of past life energy. Now it is intensified, but I can see that the blue is sustaining itself within the earth, where before it would kind of be this rush of blue and then a lot of healing, and then it would kind of get absorbed and then it would dissipate, and it would maybe a few months later come in. And then on these 2019, 2021 is when these giant surges came in. So we're going to have another big giant surge here in 2023 in the year of November. There are going to be 3 dates that the surges are coming through. They're coming through the Mesas and Hopi Land. So I've talked all about those before. So today, let's focus on what the blue beings of light want us to focus on today. So what they are saying in the next 20 years, but especially in these next 3 years, we need to have the resilience in our physical body to sustain ourselves during these high frequency times of change. Many of you are already noticing you're having high level ascension symptoms. An ascension symptom is where the frequency, you're creating a light body. So your human energy field it emanates a certain amount of light. And I know that you've all walked into a room before and you just looked across the room and you noticed someone and you said, wow, they're a bright soul. You can just kind of see that they're radiating this light. So this is what we're going to work on today to make it a little bit easier for you all. So yes, the blue light, the body ascension symptoms that are coming up, the big ones that I'm hearing a lot about have to do with a lot of headaches. So there's a lot of energy systems, like little vortexes, chakras, energy channels around the head that are really beginning to open up. Your third eye, your intuition, your psychic ability, which means psychic just simply means soul seer. So that ability is starting to open up for everyone, and that's happening right now. So for those of you who may not have seen colors when your eyes are closed in meditation, don't be surprised to start seeing colors. Don't be surprised to start seeing auras around people. Don't be surprised to see auras around trees or the earth energy coming out. Just don't be surprised. Expect it. That's one of the things Yvonne and I we've been using that word a lot. It's going to happen this way because I expect it to. It's going to happen this way because I expect it to. It's going to happen this way because I expect it to. And so just kind of put that word expect on post-it notes, not like what if, kind of, sort of, maybe, maybe not. I expect it to. So, like Sam is saying, I see colors with my eyes closed, and I've been starting to see little orbs. Same with me, Sam. I have to tell you, I have this kind of two level staircase. I think it's, I don't know, 20 steps. It goes up to the second floor. I got up to the second floor and something caught my eye, and I turned and I looked down in the entryway, and I literally saw this light that was there. But as soon as I put my focus on it, it shifted. And I was like, wow, I just saw a spirit. So anyway, there we go. So the blue beings of light said, Nancy, yeah, you're talking about light codes, you're talking about higher levels of knowledge, you're talking about all this. And they're like, that's fantastic. Would you please talk about the human body? Would you please talk about the human body? So I said I would. Okay. So this is the information they're bringing through. So the blue light body surges are surging through your own human energy field as well as your own physical human body. As I said, Pluto shifted into Aquarius, which is a strong indicator of the feelings and sensations that we're going to be experiencing all the way through 2044. So it's supposed to be um, much brighter, much lighter, much more expanded, with a great sense of freedom within yourself, uniqueness, humanitarian, thinking about unity consciousness. So there's a lot going on there. And the blue beings of light have been bringing through these light surges, as I said, bringing through blue light codes, as I said. Even the COVID virus that came through was really helping to shift the human energy field and has brought us to this single point where we are now. So your light body it's literally, if you just pinch your skin, like it is, because we're going to be working with the skin today. So I really want you to reach over, pinch your skin, grab your skin on your legs, on your belly, on your cheeks. It's like, feel the cells of your body in your skin, because it's going to be very significant in the meditation that I'm going to do today. So the light that comes from your own soul, the light that comes from the blue beings, the light that comes from God, the divine, the creator, the goddess, that light that comes in is a higher frequency to blend seamlessly with your own spiritual body. Now, it's not like you're going to wake up tomorrow and just be a fully illuminated light body. There are it can be a slow process. Why? Because you want to take your human body with you. We're not leaving our human bodies. We're not like ascending to a utopic, this is my opinion, my belief, my sense in my bones. You must believe what you believe if it's different than what I believe. But the surges have been healing the earth. The surges have been healing our body. Our body needs to acclimate, adapt, and integrate these higher frequency vibrations into the body. Now, I've been working with students for 25 years now, and I'm going to share with you that for those students who are moving faster than what their body can handle, they can have some pretty big, either a physical breaks, emotional breaks. And I'm not just talking about, oh, I feel emotionally upset today. I'm talking about these students that really over infused with high frequency light without enough grounding, could end up in the mental hospital, could end up in the hospital, in an operating room. Like, there's a lot of things where the body just couldn't handle the rapid shifts and changes. So that's why the blue beings of light said, We're going to have the biggest surge of all that's coming through here in 2023 in November. They really want your bodies prepared. So the best thing that you can do is listen to the blue light meditation every single day if you can. If you can't, at least a couple times a month, but blue light. All right. So, and this is why we want to prepare, because the blue light helps to heal you. The blue light helps to bring in that blue light into the body to heal all your organs, your muscles, your connective tissue, your ligaments, your bones, your nervous system, your lymphatic system, your immune system. Can I say nervous system, blood? I mean, you name it, eyes, ears, stomach, esophagus. Anyway, it can heal everything. So, the blue light is surging through your, that's what I wrote it down. Arteries, veins, nervous, lymph system. The blue light signifies a very high frequency. So Warrior Girl is asking, where do you find the blue light meditations? Well, on Facebook, they are on the under the featured button on the Blue Light Movement page. However, if you go to my website, intuitivemind.org, and there's the bar at the top, and it'll say shop. You click that button to shop, and at the top of that, it says free meditations. You click that, right away, the blue light meditations are right there on the top. So if anybody wants to put that link in the comment section, that would be great. So as I said, some of you might feel like that mountain fresh air. Some of you may feel feel really sick because your physical body is rapidly detoxing. So what I'm finding as a nurse and as a healer, that probably if you could only do one thing energetically, you would definitely want to ground. But if you want to do something to support these changes in the body, stay overhydrated. Stay overhydrated. Okay, meaning drink a lot of water. And the best way to do that is just to get like a gallon or a quart, fill it up with water, and just know as you pass by during the day, fill up your glass, drink it, go on about your business until it's all gone. Okay. Have any of you ever heard about the blue medicine Buddha? So there's actually people in the world who've not heard about Buddha. So the Buddha is not just one person. It's like this kind of the Buddha light, the Buddha teachings, the Buddha enlightenment consciousness does pass from, one person to another. So it is not just one single person, but so this Buddha enlightenment, they talk about the blue medicine Buddha. So write that down on your piece of paper so you can go up and do some research on it. You can look at some YouTube videos about the blue Buddha. Now, Buddha, the one that we're familiar with here on Earth, lived, several thousand years ago. And so has a lot of teachings, but there's an essence. So all the religions are like a container, like a glass that you pour the water into. And the water is the spiritual essence. It can be the expanded knowledge, expanded compassion. Most religions have that core essence, and each religion created a learning knowledge container to help humanity to understand the essence. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is because where we're moving right now and what the blue light beings have expressed is that we're moving into a phase now where you are creating your own container for that essence. You are your own best teacher. You're your own best guru. When you get intuitive psychic information for the answers, It's always more than what I can do for you or anybody else can do for you. But again, we're just not there yet. Some of you are, where you feel like you can really rely on your intuitive information, but most of us are still learning that, and so give yourself the time to do that. So in the Buddha, the blue teaching that comes through about the blue light is no different than any other teaching that there has been about the blue light. I never heard of the blue light until the celestial beings came to visit me. So the blue medicine Buddha in Buddhism and the blue ascended masters of Hinduism are high-level medicines in the form of a blue frequency to help heal physical, emotional, and mental health. And especially mental health and mental coping. The blue, we're just going to call it blue medicine. I can call it blue light, but let's call it blue medicine for the sake of really understanding what it's doing for our body. The main thing that this blue light, I've been told, it dissolves illusion and illuminates truth. So we've been seeing it in the world, but now you're being asked to dissolve any illusions you hold inside about how you see your life, how you see yourself. Like, oh, I'm not very smart. Spirit would say, yeah, get out that blue light, start rinsing with that blue light, because that is an illusion that you're not intelligent. And then the blue light helps enhance and illuminate the truth that you are intelligent. I know I say this all the time, but you just wouldn't even be here on earth if you were a flunky. You just wouldn't be. If you didn't have something to contribute to the world, you would not be here in a human physical body. So straighten up the shoulders and tell yourself, I am all that. I am here for a purpose. I might not know it yet, but I'm going to just keep meditating with the blue light until it reveals itself. So the biggest thing that helps create is equal compassion for all. Equal compassion for all. So if I were to ask you from 0 to 100%, how compassionate can you feel for everyone in the entire world? Like, what percentage would you give it? And if you think, oh, I feel compassion for everyone in the world, I feel love and compassion for everyone, then I want you to throw in some names, of very kind of dominant leaders in the world who may be destructive. So throw those in there. Or think about maybe you've had people in your own life that have hurt and harmed your own family, or maybe at work where you had, a very destructive boss or coworkers that have hurt, So on a scale from 0 to 100%, how much compassion for everything and everyone do you have? So I'll go first. I would say I'm maybe at about 60%, a little more than 50%. And I have to tell you, I would have thought it was higher than that, but I just asked my spirit. My spirit said, oh, you're about 60%, which tells me I've got some work to do. So, Rebecca, I have 100% passion for others to the point where I feel embarrassed because some of them are so evil. Oh my God, Rebecca, you are so good at just telling it straight. Yeah, it's tough when people are doing not so uplifting things for humanity. So someone else, Facebook user, saying 60%. I have moments where I feel compassion for the world. Warrior Girl, great, 75, 100%, including, and that does help, Warrior Girl. That does help. It helps me if I think about animals and plants and rocks and the mountains. Yeah, I think about that as well. Okay, and in Hinduism, I want you to look that up. I want you to look up Shiva. I want you to look up the healing deities that are all blue. So in their paintings, their high ascended masters are all painted blue. So good, we've got a Facebook user 90%, 70%. And, like Tanya's saying, unless someone is hurting me, and then all bets are off, right? But you're going to always hear me say, now flip that. Have you ever hurt someone else? Have you ever inadvertently hurt someone else and felt horrible about it, and you would hope that they would have compassion for you? So yes, yeah, I mean, that's honest, Tanya. And aren't we all the same? It's like, boy, make my blood boil. I can get mad. So and equal compassion for all, not just those who are Buddhist, if we're talking about Buddhism, not just those who are Hindus, if we're just talking about Hinduism, not just those who are Christian, if we're just talking about Christianity, that this blue light of lapis lazuli enhances compassion for all. And this is our work over the next 20 plus years. The blue lapis lazuli, so the blue Buddha holds a jar of lapis. So you will want to look up the frequency of lapis and what it's used for. But lapis helps dispel the lower realms of suffering on all levels. Yeah. Dispels the lower realms of suffering on all levels. It's very, very powerful. We're going to talk about lapis. We're talking about the medicine of lapis is very powerful at dispelling negative karma. Now, for those of you who do not know what karma is, just think of the term, what you put out there comes back to you. What you put out there comes back to you. So if you put out kindness, kindness comes back. If you put out hurt, harm will come back. But in the karmic cycle, they kind of, in that karmic teaching, and you look it up and decide what fits for you and what doesn't, is that you could have hurt or harmed someone 1,000 years ago, and that's coming back to you now. I could talk a lot about that, because the karmic aspects are, if you've hurt or harmed someone else, you not only take on their karma, but if you've really hurt or harmed, a lot of people or the masses, or you made a decision that hurt and harmed a lot of people, you can end up taking on all of those people's karma. And then you get to transform that. And sometimes I'll be watching the news and I'll say, oh my gosh, if they only knew how long it's going to take them to clear this, they might think twice about this. But that's the difference between unconsciousness and consciousness. Yes, Javante, the Blue Buddhist mantra is absolutely beautiful, and I encourage you to look it up and read it. But I was laughing, Javante, because when I was reading it, it was like, and even mosquitoes, instead of there, even mosquitoes. Okay. The blue medicine Buddha. All right, we're gonna use now I'm saying Buddha. Let me say the blue medicine of lapis can heal any problem, for any purpose, for anything out of balance. Court cases, this blue lapis can help stop wars, stop violence. It's the dispeller of physical illness and the 3 poisons of ignorance, hatred, and attachment. Oh man, are we so attached? So attached to everything and everyone. Boxes of stuff in the basement or the attic or the closet. We are attached to all of our things. We're attached to other people, or you're completely detached, but you're really attached. You're so attached that you have to detach, because being so attached hurts so much. So then you end up kind of isolating yourself, which still, anyway. It also is lapis, the blue light, can help sicknesses of the mind. And that's the biggest thing here in the United States that we're working on, maybe in the world. The blue is the great eliminator of all pain. So I'm saying these things because when we do the meditation, I want you to think about this. Lapis is the healer of pain, especially migraines, especially the thymus and the throat. And this, I have to say, I was super excited about. I did a deeper dive into lapis and what it meant, because a lot of you will see that emerald green or you'll see violet. There are flecks of violet and flecks of this green within the lapis. So I thought that was interesting. Sumerians and Egyptians, which are very aligned with the blue galactic beings of light, called lapis the stone of the gods. Believed to hold the essence of all the ascended masters, because it reminded them of their ancestors who come from the stars. So you will, either this weekend or this week, you'll want to go out or look to see if you have any lapis. I've got this lapis right now in my necklace. But you can go get some lapis, a little stone to hold in your hand, or get two to hold in two hands when you're meditating. But you might want to start kind of surrounding yourself with lapis. It helps cleanse inflammation, the organs, bone marrow, insomnia, and vertigo. Dizziness. How many of you are feeling, what are your ascension symptoms? Are you having headaches? Are you having dizziness? Are you feeling like you're in several dimensions at the same time? Are you noticing glitches and time warp? So those are all the ascension symptoms. Are you sleeping so deeply, or are you not sleeping at all? Body aches, tightness. Yeah, Julia's saying she felt really sick to her stomach yesterday. Body aches. Losing time, big time. Although I have to say, last week, whatever I lost last week, I feel like I gained this week. Remember, the blue light is not just, drifting mentally all over the place. So remember, the blue light lapis is not just for a select few. All of humanity, plants, rocks, waters are being enhanced with the blue frequency. So loads and loads and loads. Someone says that they have a lot of lapis. So we're going to do a meditation, and the reason why I said feel your skin. So a few weeks ago, I talked about the holographic mirrors, and that you can have good energy coming to you, healing energy. But if you tend to lean towards defensiveness, if you tend to lean towards having authority issues, this is what the blue beings of light told me. If your coping mechanisms have a short fuse, you just are struggling to cope. What else did they say? Coping. Anyway, you will repel everything. Like, you just don't want anybody around you. You might isolate. You might distance yourself. You might cut people off and not talk to them for years. So all of these are ways that you repel the healing energies that are coming in. And what the blue light being said, this happens through the skin. So what happens is the light can come in and it radiates. It'll soak into the body. So they say the skin is like a sponge. It's going to soak in this blue light, and then it's going to take the lapis blue light further into your body, wherever you might need it, whether it's the brain or the organs. But we're just going to cleanse our skin with the blue light. Now, what it's going to do, it's going to come through the top of your head, and you're going to encourage and invite your skin to drink in like a sponge the blue lapis celestial frequency, just into the skin. Let it go down the head. You're going to let it go into your ears. You're going to let it go into your nose and your cheeks, your lips. You're going to let the blue go in your lips. It's going to come down through the throat, the skin in the throat, the shoulders, the arms. I'm going to guide you through this as it drinks into the skin. We're going to supercharge your skin as a light body with this blue celestial light. I can already see a lot of blue that's coming in. And then if it soaks in deeper, just let it soak in deeper, but you're going to just stay focused on the skin. If it can't absorb in certain places, it's just because you're kind of repelling or resisting or pushing away the light. So the lapis blue might just come through those areas a little bit slower until it can get it to shift to start absorbing the blue light rather than repelling it. Okay. So, sorry, I thought somebody was asking a question. So can we go ahead and get started? Let's do some healing. Let's help our physical bodies be more resilient to the light changes that we're going to experience a lot of every single month up until the biggest surge in November. So go ahead, close your eyes, turn within. Talk to your body and let your body know that you are going to be bringing in this lapis, this medicine frequency to help heal you at a physical, emotional, and mental layers. Ask your body to be open to having an experience. That's it. Just ask your body to be open to having an experience. You may also just want to let your body know that you love it. I know sometimes I don't act like I love you very much, but I do love you. Your body loves to hear that it's loved. Say hello to your higher wise self that is connected to everything that's happening in the universe right now. Ask your higher wise self to assist you to stay focused on just the skin. You might want to shoot to the stars. You may find yourself out of your body, floating somewhere. Ask your spirit to help you remain focused on just the skin today, just the skin. All right. Now just imagine that you're grounded and that your grounding is a blue grounding. It can be blue water of grounding. It can be blue crystals of grounding. It can be blue sand, blue rainbows. It can be blue trees with blue roots, like in the movie Avatar. So go ahead and imagine your grounding system, going all the way down to the center of the earth and then wrapping around the magnetic core to secure you. The blue beings of light are starting to gather around our group. And just know, if you're just watching the replay later, just at this point, they're starting to come in. So you can invite them into the room where you are, or you can just allow them to remain at a distance, but supporting our group today. Okay, let's see what happens to the skin. Our first layer of protection, our first layer of defense. If there's issues in the body, in the human energy field, it will often, at that survival level, show up in the skin. But let's imagine now this large radiant column of blue celestial light coming down through the top of your auric field. And you can just imagine it's just hitting the top of your head, flowing to the top of your head, and it can just start flowing down all the way around 360 degrees. Just let it flow pretty quickly. We're going to go a little slower into the skin, but let it just, like you're standing in a shower and blue lapis light is just streaming down all around you in your aura. And then let it continue to flow right on down your grounding. All right, now go back to the top of your head, and the skin around your scalp, let it start, invite it to absorb, to drink in lapis blue light into your skin. All through the very top of your head, and then let it just flow through the skin and the back of your head, the sides, let it flow through the forehead, your eyelids, the skin of your eyelids, your ears, your face, nose, chin, lips. If you're more of an intuitive feeler, you will feel it. If you are more of a intuitive hearing, then you might hear like snap, crackle, pop, or a flow, or like raindrops. You might hear a musical sound as it flows through your skin. Let your skin drink it in at the front of the throat, the back of the neck, the sides of the neck. Let yourself, your shoulders, drink it into the skin of your shoulders. Let that lapis blue light even go up into your armpits, go through your shoulder, skin that covers your shoulders, your upper arms, your elbows, lower arms. Let that blue go down each finger, the back of your hand, the palm of your hand, just in the skin. Imagine your skin just like a sponge. It's just gulping in this light. You may feel it drink in so much into the skin that it goes to the inside of your body, but I'm going to ask you not to get distracted. Let it go there. I want you, the blue beings of light, want us just to focus on the skin today. So do your whole left arm and then do your whole right arm, or vice versa. Even if you can't feel, hear, see, or know, just trust that the blue is soaking into your skin tissue. So now let it move into the chest area, in your chest, in your breast, in the back, your upper back, again, under the arms and on the sides of your chest. Let it drink into the skin, moving down past the diaphragm, from your upper belly, lower belly, in the front and the back, also on the sides. Again, you may feel the blue light moving into your chakras on the inside of your body as well. I'll ask you to bring your focus just back to the skin. Now remember, I'm a nurse, so I'm going to talk about the anatomy. And so for every one of your butt cheeks, go ahead, that skin that covers there, I want you to completely let that skin absorb, drink in the blue lapis light. Let it also go into your pubic bone in the front. Let it drink in over each hip. And then let that blue light go right into the tissue, the skin of the genitals, and just let it just absorb into that whole area, right into the skin, right into the tissue. And then begin to absorb that blue lapis light, that medicine light, into your thighs, the inner aspect of your thigh. You can just completely go down your left leg first if you want, or your right leg first, and then you'll go to the next leg. But let the skin in your thighs, your knees, your calves, your ankles, your feet absorb this medicine lapis light of the cosmos. There's quite a bit of emotion coming up as the blue light is soaking into the skin from the hips down each leg. So just touch in with your own grounding. Allow that beautiful emotion to travel up your body and out the top of your head. It's okay to be emotional. Emotions are very healing. And then it'll go along the bottom of each foot as well. Beautiful. So thank your body for its willingness to bring the blue light lapis medicine into the skin, into the tissue. Go ahead whenever you're ready, open your eyes, go ahead and just stretch, bend over, release, take a sip of water if you have some with you. And then go ahead and click the like button, click the heart button, make a comment about what you experienced. So I will have an opportunity to come back and read those after we're finished here. So we have a Facebook user saying their whole left side was very tingling. It felt very relaxing. Perfect way to describe it. Very relaxing and energizing all at the same time. Someone else experienced nice, felt like light static electricity on the skin. So as a few more of you are, someone said they went and got their lapis stones. Huh? Another Facebook user said they felt the blue beings of light come in. One of saying the armpits, groin area, neck, very heavy sponges, light wanting more and more and more. So you might have noticed that you didn't need much light in some parts of your skin and you needed more in other aspects. So I will just say that yes, go ahead and continue to work with this meditation. We've got the free meditations on my website. Let's keep supporting our physical body so that we can adapt more easily to those changes. Remember, if your coping is very authoritarian, controlling, manipulative, frustrating, resentful, pushing back, pushing away, just know that you're also pushing away the very healing aspects of the light that can be very supportive to you as well. So see if you can catch it and turn it around pretty quickly. Drink lots of water. I think I would stop short of saying don't put the lapis in the water, only because I don't know what that does, but I would put the lapis in the water if it was me, because I would just trust it would be all right. But you can also get containers of water and put lapis around the outside so that it takes in the medicinal properties of the lapis, and then you can drink the water, or you can put lapis in your bathtub. Lots and lots of things that you can do with the lapis. And then if you want to take it even further, yeah, you can do another meditation with the nervous system, with the lymph system, with the muscles, with the, the whole cardiovascular system, the respiratory system. So you can do this with every system that you have. And even if you don't feel like you know very much about the physical body, just ask one of the search engines to help you to read some information so you feel knowledgeable going in. So Javanti's saying, holding the lapis ball, I could feel blue beings surround me in my space. Beautiful. Very relaxing. Nice. Okay. So the big thing we have coming up in April, we'll do another talk on the blue light in April, but I am opening up my Psychic Mastery 1 program towards the end of April. So if you go to my website, intuitivemind.org, scroll down a little bit, click on Psychic Mastery 1, you'll be able to read about this 1 year long immersive program. I call it a hybrid program because yes, you learn through audio teachings, recordings, video, but you also have an opportunity to learn from me once or twice a week live on Zoom for a whole year. So anyway, so take a look at that, put yourself on the waiting list and keep paying attention. So thank you all so much. Have a lovely, lovely weekend, and really focus on the body, but you can most certainly find books and YouTube videos on more of the light beings and understanding the star systems that they come from. All right, everyone, take good care. I'm going to enjoy really reading your posts, so continue posting them. All right, take care. You're very, very welcome. Bye-bye.